Apple, if you will, and blend up. Like that. And get the apple, if you will. And that does make, it does seem to make things better for the blush and bronzer application, I will tell you that. And then I usually use a little bit of Hoola, which is the darker brown, just to really blend out that little white space underneath your chin that looks so fatty. But just be sure and blend it out or you'll have a little chocolate neck. Okay. This does really good at blending. That's one thing I'll say. The reason I'm doing the front of this is because I just realized I blended off any product that was on here. So for blending, it's excellent. Okay. So now the product, I'm going to go ahead and do my lips because I just feel like so naked, you know? So I'm using my Chanel, and that is my Soft Rose, and this is Chanel lipstick. I love it because it's long lasting. You got to make sure you get it on right when you first do it. So talking's not a good idea. But y'all know me. I can't not talk. What was that shirt that said, help me in talking and I can't shut up? Like the lady who fell and she can't get up. That's so sad. I'll help her up. Y'all help her up. Alright, and now I'm going to color this back in a little more. So you kind of get your base shape and then you fill it back in a little bit. If you want more color. I like more color. And now, it was Velvet. She wasn't really saying hello. I could say she says hi, but that wasn't it. She was alarmed about something for a second. That's how Velvet gets. Okay, I'm back to sleeping. So, I kind of could be that way. Okay, so then suck it in just a little bit so it can dry it just a second. And then put on the other end, which is a very high sheen gloss. And this is three things. It glosses, it sets, and it moisturizes. This is my favorite all-time lipstick. I can't use anything else. I try and try and try, and nothing ever adds up. And again, this color is Soft Rose. Okay? And that is another dog hair. Okay, so now we're going to use these brushes for eyeshadow. I guarantee you this has gone into more than one. I'm wearing a white shirt. Was that just dumb to film in a white shirt? First of all, it's not very flattering. Second of all, anything I drop is going to show. Okay. So, let's look at these. This is a contour. Seriously? For what? Your nose, I bet. To just, you know, put it on like that. Oh, there's a little doggy hair on my lips. It's bothering me. So that would be to contour for your nose. I don't contour my nose. I haven't found it to work. And then this is the nose shadow brush. Difference? I guess. I don't know. They're almost identical. This one's smaller. I don't know. This one is another brand. This is called La Creme Shop. And it looks just like the foundation brush or concealer. I would bet that would be good for concealer. It's identical to this one. Looky here. Oh, this one was given to me by my boss, so it's a different brand. But this, it's for concealer. And I forgot to bring in my concealer, but you obviously, that would be great for concealer, y'all. So, like that. I won't be putting that on right now. Okay, so this is eyeshadow brush. It looks like a toothbrush. Look how tiny. Okay, so, oh, is it bendy? It's bendy. Alright, so from these, I'm going to have to eyebrow brush, okay? I'm going to have to decide from this. This is a lip brush. Are you joking? No. No, we're not using that for that. And this is an eyeliner brush, okay? Which is super duper skinny. And that's not what I would use that for either. So from these brushes, I'm going to use them different than they were intended. I'm going to use this lip brush as my highlighter. And so I'm using a color palette I put together from Buxom. And y'all saw this a long time ago. And I have been using it a lot lately. And I would say that this is, y'all, this is perfect. By the way, look at that. It covered my whole brow area and inner corner in one swoop. Alright, so that's the lip brush. So that's what we're using that for. I'm not a very good YouTuber, am I? I don't use things for what they're intended. right there. You know why? Because you can go up and down right here in this little area, and it gets all of it. Well, I'd run out of it a little bit. Because it gets the upper lid, the lower lid on the inner corner. And then you can just kind of blend it out. That's perfect. Okay, used and noted. All right, so now I'm going to use this eyeshadow brush, and we're going to go into this neutral blending color, which is my kind of, y'all know, I always have kind of a tan or a caramel, and it's more light, so that I can get this area right in here neutralized. So I'm going to use it almost like a toothbrush and just kind of neutralize this area. And then I'm going to kind of blend that back down. I didn't put enough. Now, I got to tell you, it's awkward because it's so tiny. I would say this probably should have been used for a crease brush. It's working okay. I don't really like it. Watch it end up being my favorite brush, and I will say now I can't even use another brush the other way. Watch that happen. Okay. Because I'm getting from the top of the brow area, the crease area I should say, well, from the brow area through the crease down to the eyelid, and then you can just kind of go across it. The only thing is it really does not apply a lot of color at one time. And I'm going to tell you something else. I'm going to use this nose shadow brush, which is smaller. The contour and the nose shadow. I'm going to use the contour, and I'm going to use this dark brown. Tap it off real good since I'm wearing white. Reload it, and tap it off super good because I'm wearing white. And I'm going to go right in the crease with it. How does it do? Okay, it doesn't feel like it's laying down much color, but we'll see. Maybe it's in there. It's just not, you know. And so I'm just doing kind of an outer V here and then back into there. Yeah, I don't feel like this is holding product well at all. But I'll keep going with it, you know. Alright, let's just do this. Yeah, it's doing too much of a line. I like something that's got a little bit more fluff to it so that I can blend this better. This is really time consuming. So I can see why this would be good for nothing. I'm sorry, I do not like this little one. See, it's like this. It's not. Now, if you want something this precise, like maybe I would say I would use this for a pencil brush, but not for a crease brush. I don't even see anything that would be good for a crease brush. Nothing. Let me see. What was that? The lip brush, but we already used it. Well, that's all I have, so I'm just going to have to make it work. It's just not covering enough area. Okay, and then this is supposed to be the eyeliner brush. And so I'm going to go into this kind of a taupey bronze, or chocolate bronze over here. Again, it's not picking up, I mean, it's picking up product well. I don't feel like it's laying it down very well. Okay, so I'm going to lean out, y'all forgive me, so that I can make sure I don't get this on my white shirt. Okay. I guess that's about as good application as anything. This one's okay. I know it's got too much give in it, and because of that, it's going to cause the product to fall and possibly get in your eyes. I like this short shader because it's very dense. It's much more easy to work with. Okay. Alright, that was a liner brush, and so that's not good because, let's see. What am I going to use for my brow? Should be a liner. It's just got too much give. So we'll see how this goes, huh? Oh my gosh, please, please, please. Not bad. This, I may have been the wrong color. This is a little too red for me. But it's there, it's done. So let's do this. What do you think, guys? Do y'all have this kind of brush? Do y'all say, Bethel, if you'd use it right, it would be better? Because I'm not liking them. I don't see what the hoopla is. Maybe for the foundation, but again, I didn't feel like I got a very good transfer product. The only thing I can say is that maybe I didn't put enough product on the brush, because the point is you don't want it to be in the brush, you want it to be on your face, and it blended it. So maybe it just did such a good blend compared to my other brushes that I didn't really notice it. So maybe that's it, you know? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, it's the best we got right there. Okay, so that's for the shadows. And now I'm just going to go ahead and do my little eyeliner. This is Chanel. Y'all know, you know, my usual is It Cosmetics, because it is a gel application and it goes on very smoothly. But as you can see from me using the Chanel one, it is too. It's not quite as black. You have to go over it a few times to get that same black intensity. And it does have about the same stain power, just because your eyes water. I mean, if you use liner, even supposed waterproof liner, it's going to smudge throughout the day. So, I don't know, this is about the same as It Cosmetics. Long-lasting eyeliner. It doesn't say waterproof. It doesn't say gel, but it's kind of reminding me of the same. So, alright, and then for the eyelid liner, this is the liner pen, and I do not like these. These are the felt tips. Oh, I didn't blend. I don't have a way to blend. What would you use to blend with?